Hello, welcome to the channel. Today, we are going to be talking about what countries or what states would emerge victorious after an American Civil War. And I will be doing a side-by-side video where I will have, the doodling happening. So we will be doodling here as you see. Make sure I'm recording. I am. All right, so we have North America, right? And I just assume that Texas or Florida would probably start this. Um, or it could be a Silicon Valley company, taking water. Those are the two realistic causations to a civil war, I think, that we have here. So I'm going to start with like the Texas region. This region and including Florida would probably stick together, right? They have similar ideologies, and yeah, I just feel like they really would stick together in a time of need. I then would see um, who started it? Probably Texas, in my honest opinion. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving on because I don't really know why they would start a conflict. Perhaps Venezuela or something attacked Florida or Texas. They get mad. They initialize their armies and they start sending troops and gear between each other, and they start using Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama as, like a transportation route. They are trading resources, and maybe that upsets some people in this area. I don't know. There's going to be a reason to why this conflict begins. But something along the lines of that would have to occur. Um, Perhaps, I mean, to be honest, it could even be Arizona. It could be South Dakota giving resources. It could be Florida. Um, any of these states and giving resources and traveling through areas they don't. Like, imagine Kansas City getting an influx of like armed guards traveling through it. All those people in the city would get upset, and then California would be like, "Oh, we see you. We see you, girl. We want to protect you." Perhaps something like that would happen. So I really just see these neighboring areas really helping Texas. I then look at California and I see them having water problems. I see Texas and all these areas here taking their water resources, and that's going to upset these people, right? All the water comes through these areas, these channels, really, you know, funding their water reserves. So I see that and I'm like, oh, they're going to get mad about that. So I think California, they're going to cut it off here. They already have a hard time with Southern California keeping that supplied. Um, I think they're going to keep it under their wraps for now, but I really see these problems ranging outside of their comfort zone. So they're going to be willing to get rid of this area, possibly, in case of war. So I see this area being its own uh, city-state country. I see Texas forming a new, you know, alliance. And then I look up here to the Great Lakes. Um, I just instantly think that they're going to ally with Canada. Why would they not? So we're really seeing Canada 2.0. Canada, I mean, I really think of like right here in this area, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, I see them fully going Canadian. Like not even for a second would they. They're not going to jump to Texas's side, definitely. So I really see where our last Civil War ended with Abraham Lincoln and that Civil War, and then also the founding of our country. Um, just knowing that history, I think Washington, D.C. would probably be a contested area. I see Indiana getting split apart or something. I see Louisiana keeping hold, and I really see like an alliance here. I see a strong alliance forming where the old Yankees used to be. Um, so we really see an alliance forming on my map. We see three major powers. I'm going to expand the southern region because I really see Texas, Florida not just staying Texas and Florida. They're really going to incorporate. Um, they're going to push to move north. They're going to get South Carolina, probably fight for Northern Carolina. They're going to come through here. Tennessee would obviously follow suit, and Kentucky, Arkansas, Kansas. I see them being allies with Texas. I really do. And it goes all the way through Kansas until we get to Colorado. I'm going to cut it right there because I see an interesting area. I see an area where there's a lot of Mormons, and I really think the Mormons are going to want to keep their territory. And I see this area here not wanting to stay with Washington and California. It's a very big farming presence here. The Mormons are here. We really see a push for the Mormon country. Um, Part of that manifest destiny. So I see these people becoming a separate thing, and then here is where I see the Mormons unifying and taking their stance. Yeah, that's what I see. And then I see Mexico. Uh, Mexico's like, yo, I want some of this. And Mexico's going to come up through New Mexico and Arizona, trying to make a claim that isn't going to last because, and I'll tell you why. It's not going to last because Texas. Texas is not going to let Mexico take any of that land. And Texas is already in big part fighting with Mexico. I really see conflict here. So looking at my map, I have 5 countries, and there's really Canada is up here as well. Um, but I see like 5 countries really developing here. Um, I see like a Pacific alliance here where California used to be. There's a big Korean presence here. I don't see them going to the Texas side. It really is a unification of Asian culture and Hispanic in the southern Los Angeles area. But yeah, this is what you're seeing. You're really seeing a new country or band of countries forming in these regions. And I think it looks something like this at the end of the war. I think we have a good collection of states that come out of here victorious. And I really see the Mormons in a situation of despair as the purple here takes their, they're going to take their water and keep it from spreading across the globe. I mean, across the country. So the Mormons are looking kind of in a bad situation. I mean, the whole Great Plains is at risk of drought. And that's probably what we're looking at. We're looking at warfare that we're not used to. So, yeah, that's what I think. I don't know how I like this video. I'm probably going to delete it. But yeah, that's what I think happens in a civil war. I think that we have really 5 countries coming out of it, and really the old Confederate states coming out of it as the winners. Really, Canada can really come in here and gain a lot of territory as well. So Canada can actually come out as a big winner in a lot of this. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. I will see you guys next week. Bye.